There's nothing like experiencing music live and in person. On Destination Live Music Comeback Road, we're going inside some of West Michigan's favorite music spots to discover their rich histories, take a look behind the scenes, and how you, the fans, can show your support. Join us on the path to Destination Live Music Comeback Road, West Michigan.
My name is Scott Hammontree. I'm the operating partner and talent buyer for the intersection.
You just went through a really rugged period as you and other live music venues across the country. How long did that shutdown last?
We were closed for 483 days between concerts. I never thought that it would be something that we would have ever dealt with, and I certainly don't ever want to go through that again.
What was the biggest takeaway from that period?
Some of the things that stick out to me, are just how the concert venue owners and representatives kind of banded together, obviously, and we've talked about this before, to form NEVA and kind of fight for ourselves. But I think the absence in people, in people's everyday lives and going to concerts, especially in Grand Rapids, music plays a crucial role in people's lives. And I like to say it's part of our mental health.
How much credit do you give NEVA for saving independent live music venues during the period of the shutdown?
All the credit. If it wasn't for NEVA gathering venues and promoters together and really starting to push on the advocacy side, hiring a powerful DC lobbying firm, and really focusing on what venues do for communities and how much people really miss them, as well as the cold hard facts of what economic drivers live music venues are. If it wasn't for them, I'm not sure a lot of venues would still be standing.
So what was the first night the doors opened after the shutdown?
July 8th, we had a show in Elevation, a band called Tropidelica, reggae jam kind of band.
Okay. Do you remember how you felt that night?
Oh man, I sat there and welcomed everybody in one by one and gave high fives and went to my office and cried like a baby.
That had to be quite a milestone, to be shut down that long and all of a sudden you're back where you were.
Yeah, it's right back to doing shows and having people in our building, and everybody was just so excited to come in. Nobody cared about anything that night, and that's really what we always talk about, right? When you come to a show, you're trying to forget all the stuff that you're going through, and you can just focus on having a good time. And it was an eclectic group of people. I don't even know if everybody had even heard of that band, but everybody was coming to that show because they wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And then the next day we had a show in our parking lot. We call those Rock the Lots with country star Chase Rice, and we did 2,000 people in our parking lot. That was incredible. It was chaos, but it was good chaos.
Yeah. What have you heard from customers?
I think just a general appreciation that they can see live music. I asked my staff, we had a staff meeting, a full staff meeting. I said, how's everybody acting? Is everybody having, everybody's way nice and very calm and just excited to be back out.
Let's talk about where things stand right now, because clearly there are things that are happening outside of our control related to the pandemic. What are you seeing right now?
I think the industry is taking a big, deep breath this week. Agents and managers, what is this going to do to our tours? Where can they play? Where can they not play? And I would say that we have the same kind of feeling right now. It's just very uneasy. We don't want to, go back into what we came from, but we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Would you characterize it as sort of like a touch and go situation right now?
Absolutely. How it feels to me in Grand Rapids is that everybody's waiting to see, is this the surge of the Delta variant? Is it, how bad is this going to get before we start canceling and postponing and rescheduling? So, your guess is as good as mine.
What are you hearing from other venues in Michigan?
Same kind of anxiety, same kind of uneasiness. Some venues don't want to have to enforce mask mandates and they feel like that's coming. And then we have other venues that are going to proof of vaccination or a negative test. I know of at least 4 or 5 that are going that route.
We're here on show day and we're Friday night in downtown Grand Rapids. You have a band that hasn't really been indoors in front of an audience for the last year and a half.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe this is their first show back in front of a live audience.
My name's Andy Holtgreive, lead singer of Domestic Problems for the last 27 years.
How would you describe the sound?
It's original. We've got a horn section, so that kind of creates a little bit of R&B, kind of soul, kind of funk elements to it, you know. And then we play acoustic, mandolin, acoustic guitar, flute. So we get these, you know, folk rock root elements. And we always have said that we kind of eat from all sides of the musical banquet table, and it's hard to kind of put us into a box.
Right. So when was the last time you performed indoors and from an audience?
I was here at Elevation, and I think it was 546 days ago. It was a long time, and it was 2 months after that when the world shut down. And yeah, it's crazy. I'm so excited to be able to do this. But at the same time, it's, you know, are we there yet? I don't know.
This has got to be an emotional night coming up.
It's more than just a normal show. Obviously, we've got a lot going on, and we're providing a streaming experience for anybody that can't be here or isn't comfortable being here. But it's the first show back, and you know. Yeah, it's different. I mean, the world's different. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think I'm excited, but there's still an element of uncertainty to what it's going to be like.
What are places like the intersection and stages that they provide? How important are they to you?
Unbelievably important. It's their homes, their family, and I mean the intersection especially. That's where it's really where we grew up as a band. You know, first in Easttown and then down here, and then obviously Scott Hammontree is a brother. I've learned to appreciate even more so from that side what these institutions, what these businesses really represent for bands that are trying to figure a way to get their voice out there, trying to find an audience to connect to. And independent venues like this are critical because they give those smaller guys the chance to get up on stage and perform. This kind of a venue is, you know, I don't know what would happen. I think we would lose an element of the independence that I think makes this an opportunity that anybody can get up and do it.
So what's your goal tonight with the audience? Expectations, or what's your thoughts about people that are going to be coming through the door tonight?
I have a hope for the audience. I hope that everybody has a great time. I hope everybody walks away feeling better than when they did when they came in, and they're uplifted. I hope everybody feels safe. I hope everybody stays safe. I just hope everybody connects and gives them an outlet and an opportunity to release and recharge.
When you step into a venue like this on show day, there's an atmosphere going on, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And as things ramp up closer to the time of liftoff, the level sort of increases. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, at the club level, it's kind of hurry up, and then wait, and then go, and then wait, and then as it gets closer, yeah, definitely 0 to 60.
What do you think are the main things that go into a successful night?
I think the artist and their crew working cohesively with the house staff, like that. We're going to have a show here. Let's do everything that we can to make it a good show. I mean, things come up. Mic cables don't work. A speaker might have blown. The artist is late. At the end of the day, I learned this from the band Sister Hazel. Like, at the end of the day, we're gonna have a show, and we're gonna play in front of, 800 to 1,500 people. I mean, this is amazing. So let's all get along and have a great day. These people spent money to come into my venue for the night. I want them to go home and be like, that was awesome. Yeah. So they come back. And the same with the artist. I want them to feel the same way too. And my staff is trained to do that. I think we do it well.
Do you have anything to say to people that are maybe live music fans that are kind of on the fence maybe about getting back into going out to see music?
That's a tough question because I feel like with the Delta variant, and if you're unvaccinated or vaccinated, I couldn't recommend anything for you. That's your decision. But if you're able to and you feel safe, like get out to a show. It'll be good for your soul.